Now this is a great precursor to summer. This is a very warm day for Michigan. That's 44 degrees Fahrenheit, which is basically summer weather here. And I thought, what better way to kick off trying a video series than to have Jeremy Clarkson, summer weather for Michigan, and a little bit of controversy. I believe, and I can be completely wrong, and you guys can never let me live it down. That's fine. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that whole thing's just to drum up an audience. Look at how many people have gone to change.org, which, does it raise awareness? Sure, I'll agree to that. Does it really change the world? It's better than doing nothing, I guess. But look at how much controversy that issue has created. There's no video of altercation, of a fracas, but we're told that. And then we're being told articles of saying that he's gone, he's retiring, he's back, all that sort of shit. If I was BBC, now BBC is not American, which if they're American, they're exploiting every second of everything and using it for worth and growth. But if I'm BBC and I'm a business that's job is to have viewers look at me, God, this is a perfect opportunity, isn't it? It's just too awesome to have somebody, Jeremy Clarkson, who you're paying to be an asshole, be an asshole. He's got a wild personality. He's an entertainer. I think he's one of the best entertainers. But I hate to say it, but if he's one of your employees whose job is to make news, to make things entertaining, I think he's doing a pretty damn good job. This vehicle, which I'll do the full-blown, what it's like owning this car eventually, not yet, because I got some modifications to do to it. But I just want you to understand, to feel the reason why I bought this car. I've never owned a supercharged vehicle in my life. I've never owned a real big V8 vehicle. That's never been me. I always have weird vehicles. Let me show you why the combination of a V8 and a supercharger makes my heart go pitter-pat. Can you hear that? That is insane. I can't believe how the audio that you're hearing, and this is mostly stock. This is a mostly stock car. The audio that you're hearing does not do the experience justice. This car whines. It's like sad. It's sad that I'm not going faster. Where the RX-7 was angry, it was mad. The turbocharger whistled. This is like, I can do more. I can do more. Have me do more, please. I will just continue whining and giving you exactly what you want. So I see a lot of comments about, oh, why didn't you buy this or why didn't you buy that? Well, I'm allowed to have a point of view and an opinion too, but there's a lot of good reason behind it. This car fits my personality. It's obnoxious. It's got, 550 horsepower from the factory. That's at the crank, that's not at the ground. And it's unnecessary. Look at any of Ford's vehicles. They're all 380, 410, unless you start getting into actual sports cars. This car slaps a ZL1 Camaro's engine into a luxury vehicle. Let's hear that one more time. I hope to God that you guys can hear that through the microphone. I won't be able to check until later, but that sound, that sounds so amazing. So I wanted to have more of a style like this for some of the news that just doesn't make sense to make a theatrical, over-the-top, dramatic video. I love making theatrical, over-the-top videos, but not everything that's going on in my life requires it. So the news of what's going on with my 4-rotor is not theatrical. The fact that I'm getting a 4-rotor building, and the turbo 4-rotor is theatrical. I will be making a video about that. But the fact that it's just shipped yesterday from New Zealand through UPS is newsworthy. It's cool. That's awesome. And I want to share that with people, especially the people that have helped support it through these shirts. It's not a sales pitch. People literally spent money, and I very much appreciate that. I get uncomfortable with it, but for every one of you guys that have purchased shirts, thank you so much. So what has that gone towards? Other than strippers and cocaine, And other than more strippers and cocaine, it's gone towards a couple pieces of very particular metal. You know, a lot of people ask me, why don't you have PPRE build it? Or a lot of people say, oh, PPRE is building it, when are you getting it done? Neither of those sentences are correct, factual, have the right connotation. What's going on, and I'm gonna blow the New Zealand world of 4 and 8, 6 rotor wide open. PPRE does not make those eccentric shafts, eclectic shafts, the eccentric shaft for those things. They have a supplier that does it for them. That supplier is my supplier. Sounds like I'm doing drugs, which a rotary engine is that. So he has machined a 4-rotor core for me. I'm not having it built by PPRE and just putting it in. There's no honor in that. People already get so pissed that I bought a friend's car, gutted it to the ground, built it back up, give him credit, and they still say, oh, bought, not built. I understand that, but that's why when people say, well, Rob, why are you wasting time building it yourself? Why not have somebody else build it for you? There's a little bit of motivation there, especially from the RX-7 community. I see other people who annoy the shit out of me with how animated they are. They're just over the top. Blah, 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 blah. If I scream or if I cut it quickly, I will get more views. And motherfucker, that shit is actually effective. That actually works. Whereas, as many of you that know me, I'm not a person that needs to be in your face. Even when I make these videos, it's not, the video concept is, yeah, I mean, some psychological, hey, look at me, I think I've got something interesting. But I'm not literally saying, please, I'm so crazy, and if I make tons of noise. That's not how I work. And so, I'm in such a weird crossroads personally with YouTube because it's grown bigger than I actually thought would happen, but it's growing to a point where I dreamed it to be. And that's a very weird spot for a real human being to be at. Final thoughts. Summer's coming. It's here in Michigan at 45 degrees. Jeremy Clarkson is in the news industry and is good at being popular. This car is going through some upgrades. Fast and Furious 7 with my boy Tyrese is coming out soon. And if you hate this, let me know. This process is actually probably one of the most enjoyable things I've done. I can run my mouth. I can be completely wrong. And I can annoy the shit out of people, and people consider that entertainment. If that's the way the American dream works, I'm unfairly enjoying this. This is too fun to be work. My luck is I am going to get into a car accident while the camera's going. It's going to be my fault, and then I'm going to be all crying on camera, making people look all weird, but then they're hating me because I'm the one who caused the accident. But I know my nose is big enough. If it breaks, I'm screwed because it's just going to like shove into my brain. There's going to be too much cartilage here. It's gonna be pretty nasty. So as a side note, I used more than 2 gallons of gas filming this video, and you're literally looking at single takes. This was not a long video to film, and this car makes it so easy to just blow money in the weirdest ways, in the most liquid of ways. So